Yo, if you're seeing this video, you probably want to learn more about the Malzahar. I'm a rank 1 Malzahar previously, full-time coach xblademojo. In today's video, I'm gonna cover all the insights that you can find in internet and you cannot find for Malzahar. Team fighting, trading, ROM timers, mindset, anything. So stay with me, it's gonna be 40-minute video full of the chaos. We are open Nexus, you will see the preview. And I will do the full commentary just for you guys because that's my passion. So, what's the plan? We are playing full aggro rune page versus Ryze. I do Aerie Scorch from what I remember with a presence of mind and cap the grad to play aggro with Ignite because the intention was to really hard win the matchup, which actually we'll see how it went. I, to be honest, wouldn't recommend playing Ignite on the Elo Master Plus because the TP gives you so much more value. First thing we do is we go to the Raptors and 120 you wanna ward it, but make sure that you stay on the edge of the brush, you wait so you don't get invaded. Then we start the laning, okay? The idea here is to contest the guy with the wave so he can't crash on you early. So that's the first thing, try to put as many auto attacks as possible, and when you have some free time, you tryna hit the ranged minions at the same time while hitting the guy, yeah? So that's the plan. Deering start to as well be stronger, so I'm showing you more aggro perspective, which is, you will see. So for now, stay efficient, Q from time to time, but remember you are really mana hungry as Malzahar, so you need to keep the balance between doing these two things, okay? That's really important. I see that the Ryze wants to really hard crash on me, that's why I am responding. I'm simply responding to the guy hard crashing on me and making the wave, the poison, tryna bounce. Yeah. So for now it's pretty chill. Just both players trying to contest for the prio. QE start, Q versus long range or to bully. It's pretty cool start, or versus harder matchups because it gives you more space. So right now we just constantly exchange the stuff. As you see, focused on the poison and all of that together. So that's all. We'll see where is the jungler thanks to that ward. Keep the prio for your jungler, but at the same time please be aware that you are going slowly low mana, yeah, when you spam that Q. So make sure that you're not gonna go too crazy with that and that you can change the playstyle. That was pretty weird. I remember this guy body language was so abnormal and I know what will happen. That I was like at this point saying, okay, this guy just lost the lane because he has no mana. So he's trolling, you know. But at the same time he has TP. So when I have Ignite, it's not that actually good for us, yeah. While he has Ignite. And the bot lane is missing. So I remember that was the first mistake because bot lane was missing here. Oh, no. That was where we were trading the auto attacks and I just had to do one more auto attack to kill that guy back then. And I didn't. So I died like a zombie. Literally like a zombie. And now you will think, okay, how the fuck is this guy gonna carry this game? It's 1-4. xblademojo played like a zombie. Should I watch this guy more? Shouldn't I? Well, for the ones who stay, they're gonna see something crazy. So for now, the plan was just to keep up with the prio and get the value out of the Ignite. It didn't work, it was NPC moment, I agree. But let's see, how can we get back to this, okay? We couldn't stop the Ryze, he already recalled, so now we're just gonna focus on finning the wave. And we will focus on finning the wave, and after this, we will see more. So fin the wave, I got Amptom, Amptom or Sapphire Crystal are okay. I decided to go Amptom just to have a little bit of more damage. Because the first thing you need is the Lost Chapter. That's the most important thing you need, Lost Chapter. Ryze is double buff because he killed Trundle along the time. And yeah, he's blasting went, Deering, and I'm just a little Amptom enjoyer as you see, right? So it's not so easy, even if you trade with the guy, not much you can do currently because he will regenerate anyway. He might roam as well, but for now the only thing we do is just to respond to him, receive the waves, and we wait for the situation to develop. Strong mind, monk mindset, and maybe we can win. even if he roams, I can't really match it, so at least I try to hold the wave for a second to make sure he will hesitate a bit, yeah, with the roam timer to the below. Otherwise, if he would crash that instantly, he could without the problem go below and rotate. As you see, I'm not even trying to poke him. Why? I mean, I don't have enough mana. Your mana is currency. If your mana is currency, you need to spend it really wisely. And here, I can either get and focus on receiving the waves, or I can fight with him. But if I fight him, can I kill him? No. If I can't kill him, why would I trade with him? Mana is currency. That's really important concept, okay? For people that I'm teaching, for the students, for anyone, your mana is currency. This is, I'm just baiting my recall, so I'm making sure and encouraging the guy to crash even harder on me, so he potentially thinks I will be willing to lose that wave. But I'm not gonna recall and lose one wave, yeah? Now I will recall again, but we have to check what wave is behind you. It's not a cannon. If you recall, you will lose the wave. So here, I have to stay. And I see the Ryze is running to the up, rotating with the alt, so I'm staying to crash. If you recall now, you would implement literally zero pressure while the Ryze is doing the impact on the map, which is completely doomed even more, right? So that's why I stay. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm paying a lot of attention to the waves behind me, finding the most optimal reset possible for me to fix my bad state. Wave crashed properly, so there is no stress. They are fighting, but I can't change that. I mean, often you will be out-roamed as a Malzahar at the beginning, which that's completely normal, so don't feel bad about it because your champion is pretty weak. But your job usually is to make a lot of wave clear pressure on the lane, and by generating that wave clear pressure, we can look to expand on the map. It's not so easy actually. It seems easy, but versus Ryze who can wave clear so hard, it's actually even lane. Yeah, they are 3-0. As you see, 4,000 gold already ahead. CS wise, I'm okay because he lost the wave. Even though they killed a lot. Here I got chunked, I remember, by the Skarner, but that's okay. So on the slow pushes, just be really careful to not get abused. Try to ward before you approach the slow push. Otherwise it can get pretty hard. Here I'm just chunking for fun, pressing some spells, I remember. So the beginning looks really bad. Yeah? It's really hard because we're playing behind. And actually, I think people want to see you play behind. Everyone shows you how to play good, blah, blah, blah. But no one shows you how to actually win from behind. That's like the reality, actually. Here, the guy is starting to get a bit out-sustained with the poison Q spacing. Q spacing for the Malzahar is the most important. You need to really land good Qs. You need to know how to position them to get the most value, yeah? And this guy was actually moving pretty decent on the lane, I remember. Here it doesn't work, I remember. It didn't work. Holy fuck. It didn't work. He just flashes. Because Trundle shouldn't pillar now. It's crazy. But never mind. Ignite is a shortened range than your max alt range. That's why we couldn't ignite. Could be played better from all of us, you know. But at least the Ryze, from what I know, loses the wave. If he stays, we stay. So if we see this guy disrespecting us, we're gonna stay. I can't let the guy recall. I have more priority now. Finally, after 9 minutes, I got a chance where I can stay being higher health than this guy. So I'm gonna keep him as long as possible on the lane with the amount of the resources he has. If he recalls, I'm gonna recall too. I'm gonna handshake with him. If he's gonna ego on me, I'm staying, so I'm staying to maintain this prio. And he stays one more. So if he stays one more, I'm gonna stay along with him. Because for who is the recall better? For him or for me? For him. Because he's weaker. He's lower now, right? That's the mentality. And here he actually gets stopped. We run on him. And he dies. He dies because his ego. Always, if you can, try to stop the opponent's reset. Imagine if I just agreed on handshaking with him. If I agreed on handshaking with him, when would I be able to come back to this game? Ever. Never. And actually, I'm staying one more because I knew Ryze didn't have TP, and Ryze was still long div timer, so I wanted to stay one more wave, but Pantheon stays. And from what I know, I will actually be greedy and finish this wave. Still. The reason is my opponent doesn't have TP, so he can punish me for overstaying. So don't do this at home. You need to understand the tempo concept in depth. Yeah? Tempo concepts in depth. We got lost chapter. This game we need to go for the Black Fire Torch because it's out of front lane. It's a Skarner who is bulky. Pantheon later on is gonna be kinda bulky and Ryze is gonna be bulky. So you go Black Fire Torch for the more burning DPS. Malignance versus Squishy, Black Fire Torch versus a lot of champions that stack health, that are bulky. That's basically the difference in the values. We go to the mid. One thing, guys, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, then simply add me on Discord for my details or check the description below. Thank you. All right, so first receive the wave. We space a bit the Ryze with the Q. You EW on the wave. EW the wave, so the voidlings are your main damage, right? So you do E, which improves the damage of the voidlings, and you wanna make sure that it bounces. We see there is a fight going on, we try to help, but I didn't think it will work out, so I'm trying to optimize my time and get back to the lane instantly. We play a lot with the minimap. EW and focus on the bounces, yeah? Bounces are the most important because they give you mana refund. So that's what we prioritize. And often people will zone off and they will get the poison from the minion on their face, even on Master Tirilo. So that's what I'm trying to do. Here Ryze is spacing me, trying to space me. As you see, we can kind of keep up right now, even though he's 3-1, yeah? So imagine how much we could have done being stronger now. As you see, I'm not stressed about my team dying because you need to understand what is in your control and what is not. We crashed the wave, we got a decent timer, so we are checking what's going on there for a moment with the timer given. So playing around the timers is one of the most important things. So we go, we check, we ping on my wave from what I remember, and we look to explore this play. Yeah, and they are going in. And just secure one, yeah? Just secure one, make sure he doesn't flash or anything. Because if the longer you chase, the more you will lose on the mid lane. Try to really be optimized with how long you the roam timer. Pay attention what's going on your lane while you're on your way to the roam. Yeah, sharpening roam timers, another important concepts. Knowing when you can sacrifice that wave, when it's worth, when it's not. But here we're in a really hard case scenario, so we tried. Space Ryze with the Q, EW the waves, and as you see, he's slowly getting lower than we do. And even actually XP-wise, we are getting better. Because I was selfish and greedy at the beginning, even though I inted my ass completely. Yeah? Ryze might be rotating. We have a decent amount of gold, I think 1000, so I'm just checking what's going on. But even if he rotates, I will just one-shot the wave. E, Q, W on the wave, so you get 3 voidlings. Thank you, afterwards you just reset. And we crash. The poison should bounce on its own normally, so no worries, you get XP and all. And Ryze somehow went away. Yeah, so as you see, if I see the guy rotates, I'm always trying to finish this one more wave as long as he cannot TP on my face and stop my timer. Sorcerer Shoes I went because I'm the only one AP in this game, so I still went Sorks at this game phase. And yeah, we're gonna try to keep the mid wave. For now, we are like 5,000 gold behind, as you see. Almost 6. Here I remember we tried to kinda chunk this Ashe, but I misplayed really hard. So mechanically this game wasn't the greatest, but later on there is gonna be a lot going on. So that was misplayed by me, but it works. Then we saw this card. And watch this, watch this. Silence. He couldn't grab me. Now he grabs me, but then Janna tornadoes on him. And then I silence after the knock-up, so he couldn't cast any spells. So we just CC locked on the guy. And he couldn't do anything, yeah? So that's how we kill him. And we slowly get back. So never give up. I'm 2-1 already. Hersey has done a Ryze. Just by being just a chill guy. I'm just a chill guy who likes to wave clear the waves. Just a chill guy. Next item, Ryze. To be honest, I was doing often Liandry's second, but I realized one thing. Ryze improves your combat so much. Your spacing in the combat, your peel, your chase potential. Ryze is broken. And you will see on this video later what I can do to the Ryze on the side lane with a Ryze, guys. You will see that yourself. Here there is Trundle flanking, so we tryna help, but we had no real setup, so that was forced by him. We just tryna back up the guy. Normally we would go side lane soon, but for now the bot is pushed, top is kinda deep too. By looking on the prio on the mid, we should just still stick mid for a moment before we bounce back. I don't think so we can really contest the dragon with the amount of the advantage we got, but here there is a Skarner committing on our teammates, so we tryna slow the guy. EQW, provide the silences. Space yourself, yeah? Remember that you don't always have to play for your auto attack range, you usually will play spell range. You not always do auto attack range. Gnar goes top, which is pretty deep. And I can't go bot lane. Bot lane because the bot lane is in enemy territory. Enemy territory is a concept that I'm teaching my students. The mid wave is here. We can't go there. That would be int. So I'm forced to stay with the team on the mid, sadly. Right now. I would love to go side lane and scale, be efficient, but I need that pressure to be around there to start playing. And now I can, because that equally measures territory-wise to the bot lane. Yeah, so now I can do this. We receive the wave. And normally now with FTP you wanna pay attention to what are the surroundings on the map, so you stay aware to back up your team if needed, yeah? I'm checking for the Ryze, just chilling for one more. Gonna get golems. And if my team fights normally, you would have TP now. But we don't, yeah? So at this point, knowing that I can't join to them anymore, I would just push more from what I remember. Or no? I will recall, okay. If Ryze would show up there, no, actually I go to them. I thought I would actually push bot more there, which seemed pretty okay. I should push bot lane more here, yeah? Because there were 5 people top, actually. That's the TP defense, just he had recall over me, right? So the bot push was okay to just push 1 more or 2 more at least. Because in the situations where you cannot join your team anymore, you should optimize the amount of the resources you can get within the time given, yeah? Because your team died anyway, and me recalling and grouping, I could just do that a bit later. While sieging the bot turret here, yeah? So here there was a mistake. We stay on the side lane now, trying to outpush, but you can't outpush too deep. On the side lane, you push the amount depending on the territory and where are the opponents. Soon we're gonna have a Nashor in 2 minutes, 3 minutes dragon. You see I'm not pushing further. I do tempo reset for a Ryze probably. And now this is too far away from the mid territory. So now I'm gonna just back up my mid team and help them hold on. Here, it was really risky that I couldn't myself, yeah? So now we help to back up the mid and we'll see how that goes. Just backing up and trying to hold with the team. I remember I tried to ult the Skarner when he was jumping away to stop his jump, but it actually was useless. I remember I said it was a mistake to ult the Skarner. So here it didn't look that optimal and was just bad, yeah? Then we had some fight, always try to provide utility for your teammates, like under the carries. You don't always have to go to the enemy backlane, but you try to provide utility to the people that are in your reach. Provide the silences, provide the poison, void links under your team often. Many Malzahar players, they think like, I need to go enemy backlane. I need to go full fist fight. No, bro, no. You need to provide stuff in your reach. Watch this, because you will see how broken is Ryze. Look, slow with Ryze, then the guy wants to ego on you. And then if you land 1 more Q, okay, not, but now I go E range, wait cooldowns when he's slowed, Q secure into toward yourself, and now if you secure 1 more E, he's slowed. And now it's only about Q spacing. Q spacing on the edge, okay, void link slow, wait cooldown, E, wait cooldown, secure the Q, boom. That's the Ryze. That's the Ryze. With Leandris you wouldn't do this. You need to really have a good Q visualization spacing. I'm teaching that my students. If you are actually curious about Malzahar the most, then feel free to check my Malzahar plan unranked to diamond on MetaFi. 9 hours, and all links are in description, yeah, for one-on-one coaching. I'm coaching all roles all champions, but video is specifically for Malzahar, so I'm kind of talking to Malzahar, people that are watching it. There is always option for an introduction call with me on my Discord, guys, too. Yeah, you just add me on Discord, we talk, I will tell you how the coaching works, I will ask you a few questions, and then you will know everything. Right now I go bot side, but I have no TP, right? So on that bot side, we have to be really careful because Nashor can be threatened by them, yeah? So remember, if you go bot without TP, be really aware that they might threaten the Nashor. So that's what I'm trying to keep in mind while playing on that bot. Receive the wave and try to play with the team. They are not that bad. I mean, try to back up the team. Don't be like full egoistic. I'm not gonna probably push further on. I will most likely go mid lane to cover the team, but we'll see. The thing is, if they go mid, oh no, the dragon is gonna be at the play. That's why we stay. Because dragon is spawning, the people will look to play for the dragon the most, yeah? So that's why we stay the closest to the next objective spawning. So now it is okay to stay bot lane, not to go to the team. But now after the wave, the team fight is gonna have a place. We have crazy good items now to provide the utility, slowly reaching. Take the pathing that is next to your team, because in the team fights, you need your teammates next to you. You need a front lane. Q space, you look, I'm not playing auto attack range. Get one simple pick if possible. They are behind us now. So provide utility again under the team, utility under the team. And they ran away, sadly. Holy fuck, that was bad, I remember. So in the team fights, you just need to secure one pick. Not always that have to be carry. This time it didn't work. So if it didn't work and they wanna do dragon, what's the counter alternative? Counter alternative is that we push mid and they have to go to us. If they come, we run left. That's how we do counter. And now, in my opinion, Zeri is trolling, should be tier 2, while they are busy getting the dragon, which we could, and then we run left. That's, in my opinion, was better play than forcing on Ashe, because they were doing dragon. So now, provide utility, but I made a mistake in spacing. If I didn't make a mistake in the spacing, I wouldn't even need to flash. Malzahar in the team fights is all about the positioning, about the Q spacing. Position Q spacing behind your teammates, usually. That's how you get the most potential in the game. So we did counter alternative on the tier 2 mid when they were doing dragon. Next item is Leandris because they have a lot of bulkiness. And the fourth item is gonna be avoid stuff. They should keep up with the mid. I have to handle tier 2 because tier 2 is being pushed. So they hold the mid lane. You tryna help back up the tier 2 here. That's the plan. They might threaten the Nashor. So after this we go together and we tryna help. We are still 2k gold behind. We are gonna explore because I know if we position well, we can still cook something there. So that's what we are looking for here. Just silences under, try to get E-range. I ult this guy before he would stun me. That's why I ulted, because I was too close. Silence under your carry. I fucked up with the silence here, I remember. Silence in front of the people that can chase. So visualize how you can position the silences, yeah? Here I got picked. Q silence again. EW. And now again. Q silence. Boom. Dead. Your position is everything in the teamfights, guys. Your Q spacing is everything. They did the Nashor, but you can see we are slowly growing. We are slowly getting stronger. I'm 210 CS even though I was really behind. And that's a kind of hard game because this game I'm not like turbo split pushing all the time, but actually willing to group with the team more. Yeah? We get the turret meanwhile because there are 3 death timers on the opponents. And now we just gotta get back. Silence in front so they can't chase. Silence in front all the time so they can't chase. Spawn the void links so they can't reach. I can just do prolong with your poison with your Q. And now we recall, yeah? Next objective timer is gonna be a dragon in 2 minutes 30 seconds. That's gonna be the thing that we'll look to prepare for. So even though laning was really bad, you see how much value you can do in the games like this with a Ryze and the Death Tire Torch. It's all about your position. Here Zeri just ends. So if we die in such a hard game for 35 seconds, that makes it automatically so much harder on the map, pressure-wise, yeah? Pressure-wise, it makes it so much harder, guys. Trundle is trying to chase, but I remember it was kind of hard to reach for them. But we decided to chase. I have a summoners. Try to provide utility with the... Your Q is so important, yeah? Try to do it sometimes behind them, sometimes in front of them. And here I remember we tried to chase and then... Or we didn't. Okay, good, we didn't. But we tried to do some pressure, yeah? We got 1-for-1 long term. Alt is the same timer as the dragon timer. So that's okay, Alt, yeah? That's okay. Guys, my Patreon, if you wanna support me for the free knowledge that I'm giving or generally get access to the more insights, Patreon is for you. You can see one-on-one coachings in depth, me playing there, all of that below the stream. Here Pantheon under overstays. Even though they are mastered, they overstay like crazy. We provide utility, we get a crazy good pick before the dragon so we can increase the map pressure. Every time they die, you can make more vision, more map pressure, right? The same if our team dies. They can make more map pressure, they can make more of a pressure on us, basically, yeah? So now we're trying to hold the mid waves to prepare for a dragon. And many people don't hold the mid waves before the dragon. And like, why, guys? Why? We're trying to hold them now, so it's gonna be easier to contest on the dragon. And now the bot is pushing, as you see, right? So I'm going to that bot lane to make sure I can defend on if defended before the dragon. So behind your head, you should always keep in mind where are the waves. The problem here is this wave. And Gnar is making mistake because if Gnar have TP, he should be now out pushing the top lane and then he can TP to us. That's the correct play. I can't go top because I have no TP. So the problem is here that Gnar stayed too long with us and now normally he should be defending the top side versus Ryze, yeah? While we are 4v4. So that's the problem. Here we fight. I remember, which I try to provide utility space, hit the closest target possible with the alt, so we can take someone down as soon as possible. It's about the time. Zeri reset it, I remember. We got Zena and here we should stop the chase, I remember. But we didn't expect that Zeri will die. And I try to recall, but the guys are still fighting, yeah? And I see Gnar TPs, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's all good, right? So we decided to chase more. We are sure that it's gonna work out well. And look how much we slow them, yeah? Here we get Ashe. And we get another person from what I remember. But then the Gnar suddenly dies. And that's, guys, how we lose Open Nexus on the... How we get Open Nexus on a Master Tier elo. And if you see, it's Master Tier. But you saw how I played in early game. You would say, holy fuck, this guy is a fucking Platinum in early game, right? You would say, what the fuck is this guy macro? How this guy is Master? Lol. I mean... Because League is about consistency, pattern recognition, and awareness. The rest is a bit of mechanics, depending on the champion. And that's how you climb. So it means still that we are more consistent than you guys are in the more games. Here the Pantheon ulted and I made a mistake from what I remember. But I tryna slow under him to provide the utility and he actually forced on us. And we got some good play, yeah? But you see... It's like so much forcing, right? It's so much forcing, it's so much stuff going on. We basically play around enemy mistakes. And you'd think, yo, bro, it's Master Tier. Like, oh, what the fuck, they are matching. Yeah, bro, welcome to 2K24. It's a Master Tier elo now. But what I'm saying is, with a good concepts, good pattern recognition, you can really do a lot of good stuff. Here we're waiting for the... Guys, we knew the Ryze doesn't have TP, we knew the Pantheon is dead so they can't jump to the base. But soon we have to really start waiting for the inhibitor on the top lane to not have an open map, yeah? Item-wise I'm going Void stuff now because I need to make sure I can kill the front laners. Because usually if I can't reach to the back lane, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be trying to hit the front laners. So I went Void stuff. And you guys probably wonder why I give the knowledge for free if I'm coaching. And I'm doing it actually full time. I mean, since I was 11 years old, I was making YouTube videos, trying to be educational. That's just my passion. I don't mind. Some people just see, okay, yo, this guy knows what he's talking about, knows what he does, and they will still go get a coaching. And here we didn't see Ryze, you know? Here we didn't see Ryze, so I stepped away for a moment. They were fit in Nashor, and it's pretty high pressure till the inhib response. And yeah, some people will see, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about, he has pretty good understanding on the game, and they will still decide to get one-on-one individual coaching, because it's way different to talk about the individual situation than to talk about xblademojo game, yeah? It's not so easy to learn that. Okay, then they start the Nashor, and remember we were threatening him, but we have to pay attention to the Ryze, yeah? If Ryze goes away, where I am? I'm here, okay, sorry. So we provide utility and stuff, but then we see Ryze went there. So I pinged that, and we had to step away instantly, yeah, to reach the Ryze. Otherwise we would have lost the game. And he actually jumps, and we run, yeah? We chase that, guys. And he's hitting our Nexus now. He's hitting our Nexus. Look. And now Ashe is doing this. Oh my god, yeah, that's the game we're playing for macro game. So yeah, speaking about the game, we have to really wait for the inhibitor. It will respawn approximately in 1 minute from now, from what I remember. And yeah, speaking about the coaching, guys, it's optional. If you want to get one-on-one individual in-depth coaching on any kind of champion, just add me the Discord if you're curious. Check the metafight.com. xblademojo for more info and below the stream. But it's optional. I just want you guys to get this for free, this information, to enjoy the games more. I believe if I'm supposed to earn a lot of money or earn money from the coaching, then it will come anyway, because people will see you showing this stuff, showing you're knowledgeable, they will come to you. That's the mentality I'm for. I'm not gonna say, yo, this concept is more in the coaching. I mean, I can kind of say, yeah, territory concepts I explain more in the coaching, right? But you get what I mean. I'm literally giving you a lot of stuff. So just enjoy, bro. Enjoy. Let's watch this 10 minutes more of this game, because you will see actually that you shouldn't give up. Even on Master Trio, they make so many mistakes. So how many mistakes they make on a lower ranks? Can you imagine? We had to give Nashor because we had no inhib still. So we wait, yeah? We still wait. We wait. We gotta play base. If we don't play base, we might lose. Next item is Rabadon. I need Rabadon power spike. We are holding the Baron pressure. You can't over chase the top lane. If you over chase the top lane, they will get the mid. So with the Nashor, you need to be really careful. But then Ashe makes a mistake, and we ult on her. Outplay button. And now because we kill, we can look to chase on the above on them. Yeah, and we look that. I try to silence so I can slow them, and we actually got in the Pantheon here. But now I have to go mid, because if I ignore, Senna will push too much. She got poison, and now, if my Q would land, she was dead, because the Ryze slow would prolong. So that's basically the Ryze perk. It gives a lot, yeah, of the potential. So Ryze, no T, no ult, no TP. We can push more and see how that will develop. We have inhib, so they can't backdoor. Dragon is spawning in 30 seconds. That's gonna be the main play. Here I tryna slow the guy, and I think I remember I flashed to try to get him. And because he was slowed, we actually gotten him, yeah, with the on the edge. And that gives us a high chance to secure the dragon properly. I'm 1 death so far, yeah. 1 NPC death from the beginning. Elevate the push, make sure we are ready. Elevate the push, make sure we are ready for the dragon. We should get that dragon. Do we want it? I wanted to finish here, I remember. I think I wanted to force the finish because they really didn't have a champions that can threaten on us. So I remember, yeah, I gave the call to just try to threaten them under the turrets. Because I could peel really well, I could slow them really well, but then Zeri went front lane, yeah? Zeri went kind of front lane, we had no Mega Gnar. Of course, Dragon was safer, but I wouldn't say it was bad to try a bit on the mid here. Even though it was overstay. Silence this guy. A lot of good timings with the Q and stuff will really make the difference. Here, the Voidlings just kill her. That's just Malzahar, guys, on almost Rabadon. So we still gotten the Dragon, which was amazing here. And I'm glad it's 1-for-1, yeah, because Zeri died previously, but now we got the Senna, which is good. So the only thing we gotta do is now, oh, I think this guy dies, he got arrow. We just gotta hold the base. And it will slowly, until we finally can get a opening on the map. What's my mindset in the teamfights is to peel my teammates and to provide as much utility as possible to the people I can reach, but it's only about Q spacing and your own positioning in the teamfights. Here Ryze stood way too close, so we get a pick on the guy. And dance, don't forget to dance when you get a chill game. Guys, if you can, please support my channel, go subscribe, do some comment. Help me help me reach my audience more, please. If you have some friends who like the mid lane, who like educational content, like Malzahar, anything, please let them know. Yo, there is xblademojo making YouTube videos. He's talking a lot. He's knowledgeable. Let them know, please. I really would like, just only thing that would make me happy is more people seeing my videos. Only this, really. That makes me happy. That I know I'm making content for actually people that watch. Now we killed Ryze and we wanted to force the mid. Why? Why we shouldn't do this, in my opinion, is because we are way stronger now in 5v5, so we should force. And this Trundle took us like 30 seconds away, and then he goes to heal the ward, bro. Like, what is this? There was no Ryze, so I wanted to force that. I'm not gonna joke. I wanted to force, I wanted to take the risks here. I wanted to. Because we have so much damage per second, we have good utility. In my opinion, we should really try cooking something there, even though it's risky. And look how I position my Qs, like Anivia walls. Your Q can be used like an Anivia wall often, yeah? We just hold the pressure. We don't want to split each other, because if we split, what if someone gets arrow and we lose? You get what I mean? Here, provide utility. I hold the scanner so he couldn't move my teammates. And now just provide utility for the others above, yeah? With the Qs and all together. Here I remember the focus I shouldn't go melee on the Ashe. That was a mistake. I should just wait for my next Q rotation. And that would be okay. But then we won, yeah? And that's how we actually managed to win this game. Greetings for my student Leo who was watching this game live. We had 1 minion, so we finished. And that's, guys, how we come back from a disaster game. Turtling 24/7. A lot of team fights, a lot of mindset. Maybe not that many roam timers as you see, because you know what was going on. But that's how we won this game. Video is 40 minutes long. There is so much more that I can explain on the future videos or on the previous videos. So if you don't want to miss it out, just subscribe, notification button, guys. It's been a while since I posted something. I really appreciate people who joined to this moment right now. I really like when you guys watch this till the end. Makes me happy where you are active. So thank you. It wasn't the greatest game, but at least I could show you, yo, if you have concepts, positioning, awareness, and you're consistent long term, you will win even the shit game like this in a master tier. So how many games can you win in Emerald? How many games can you win in a Diamond, Silver, Gold? Imagine, you get what I mean? How much environment to improve there is. I was not even near to playing perfect this game. You get me? If you wanna support, guys, me, patreon.com xblademojo. Thank you for coaching, Discord xblademojo, and long-term work with me on MetaFi, the things above. Thank you, guys. I love you. Enjoy your games. Bye-bye.
I want to take a second to recommend working with xblademojo, who's been a terrific coach.
I've worked with a lot of coaches over the years. xBlade is far and away one of the best.
Thanks for teaching me so much, Mojo.